Viral Science, the home of creativity.
Hey friends, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'll show you how to make a motorized camera slider in the easiest possible way. To make this project I've just used a DC motor and a speed controller to control this. Now this speed controller has a capability to control the motors clockwise and in counterclockwise direction with a two-way switch. So this is also a portable camera slider. It has a battery backup inside it, and this battery can be charged with a micro USB cable, so you can even charge this with a power bank if you're shooting in some remote locations and if you run out of battery. Now I'll show you a demo how this project works. Now I've connected a smartphone over it. You can even connect a DSLR, but I'm shooting with my DSLR, so I don't have any extra DSLR to mount over this. So now I'll turn on the main switch. Now we'll turn on the direction switch. I will move in this direction, so I'm putting it down towards this side, and now we'll gradually increase the speed and this slider will work. So as you can see, the slider is started working in a very low speed. Now I will increase the speed. So as you can see, the slider is very smooth in running. I'll also show you the footages in this video, so watch the video till the end. Now I'll reduce the speed and I've changed the direction, so I just have to put the two-way switch in this direction. So as you can see, the direction has changed. I've increased the speed. I've decreased the speed. Again we'll change the direction. So friends, if you like this project, then do hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel for more such video. And let's quickly get started with this video.
This video is sponsored by JLC PCB. JLC PCB is one of the lead manufacturers of PCBs at very low prices. So just add your Gerber files over here and select the quantity, select the color and place your orders. So this PCB looks very professional, neat and clean for your projects. So you can order your PCBs from JLC PCB.
So for this project you will need a V-slot aluminum extrusion rod. This is a 70 centimeter extrusion rod. You can select the size you want. This is a V-slot gantry plate with wheels. You can see this kind of mechanism in 3D printers. This is a 60 RPM 6 volt DC geared motor. This is a speed controller with two-way switch control to rotate motor in clockwise and counterclockwise direction. This is GT2 belt. On the left side you can see GT2 idler pulley with 5 mm bore, and on the right side you can see a GT2 pulley with 4 mm bore. I'm using a 4 mm bore because I can connect it with the motor shaft. Now this is a step up boost module and charging module for 3.7 volt battery. These are the 3.7 volt lithium ion battery. And this is a on off rocker switch. So these are all the parts. I will share the link in the description down below. Now this is a 3D printing for ends of our slider. I'll add link to download these files as well. So this model has everything to connect switches, motors and everything in place. So now we'll connect the motor to our 3D printer model. We'll tighten it with the screws so it will be fixed permanently. Now we'll connect the pulley. Make sure you set it to the center position and tighten it. Now we'll build a battery pack. For the connection of the battery I am using a parallel model. So we'll connect both the negative ends together and both the positive ends together. So for the negative ends I am using a black wire, and for the positive I am using a red wire. So as you can see, I have soldered the black wire on both the negative ends, and similarly I have connected a red wire to both the positive ends. So our battery pack is ready. Now we'll connect this battery to our adjustable boost step up and charging module. So make sure you connect the negative end to negative point and positive end to positive point of the charging module. So I've soldered it. Now we'll connect the switches to our 3D model. This is an on-off switch and this is a two-way switch which will be connected to our speed controller. Now we'll screw in the speed controller with the 3D base, so it will be fixed permanently, and tighten it. So now we'll connect the connector of our two-way switch. Now we'll solder the wires to our DC motor, and we'll connect those wires to our speed controller. Make sure you connect the connections properly as labeled, for the motor in the left side and for the power on the right side, with positive and negative properly. Now we'll solder the wires to the output of our DC boost module. I have set the DC boost module to 6 volt by adjusting the potentiometer, and I have connected the positive and negative ends wrongly, so I have corrected it later. Now we'll connect the wires of the motor to our speed controller. Make sure you connect the positive to positive and negative to negative. Similarly, we'll connect the power wires. So the connection is done successfully, and now we'll test it. So yeah, the motor is working fine. Now we'll change the direction and we'll change the speed as well. So yeah, it's working fine. So now we'll connect the gantry plate. We'll connect the one end of our 3D printed block, and here is the main one with all the connections. Now on the other end we'll connect the idler pulley with a screw. So now we'll connect the belt over the pulley, and we'll connect the one end of the belt to our gantry plate. I am using zip ties to lock it. So I have passed the other end of our belt from the motor, and again we'll connect it to other end of the gantry plate. Again I will be using the same zip ties to lock it perfectly tightly. So now we'll test if it is working or not. So yeah, our slider is working perfectly fine. So as you can see, the increase in the speed, change in direction, everything is working perfectly fine. So now we'll stretch the rod little bit on the outside direction, so it will tighten up the belt. And now we'll tighten all this with the screws. Now these are the special T-nuts for the aluminum extrusion rod. So now we'll tighten this up. Similarly, we'll connect the screws and nut on the other end as well, where we have connected the motor and the speed controller. Now I have connected a ball head on the gantry plate so I can mount cameras on it. So here I have assembled all the connections and tighten it with the zip tie so it looks neat and clean. So now our project is ready. To charge this, you can connect a micro USB cable to a DC adapter, or even you can use a power bank to charge it on the go. So as you can see, the red charging light is turned on. When it turns to green, it means the charging is full. And now I'll show you the demo with this slider. So enjoy all the cinematic shots. So friends, if you like this video, then do hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I will see you in the next one.
Do subscribe and press bell icon to get instant notification for new video.